What's happening, DJ Sturgis? We back with a whole nother episode, man. New sauce, new content. I appreciate everybody for showing love on that Almaretta interview. You know, we had to have that conversation, of course, because, you know, she dropped the sorry, not sorry. And I'm coming from Clayco, you know, I was offended, so we had to have that conversation, man. You know, and now we down on the south side. We in Clayco right now. We like 10 minutes from the home that I grew up in, man. We right here on Mount Zion Road. We in the GOAT again, of course. And I'm joined by another dope artist from the south side as well. Snypa, what's good with you, brother?
You know it, brother. You know how we rocking, man. You know, Clayton County, man. You know, South Atlanta, man. You know.
Better believe that, boy.
Riverdale, all the way to Jonesboro Road, all the way to Cleveland Avenue, man. That's how we rocking, man. You know.
Of course, I met him at my job at V103, and he was coming in with one of our salespeople, one of the best in the building. You know, she was like, "Yeah, man, you know, y'all should connect." You know, we connected out top, man. You know, and like when you meet a lot of people in this game, a lot of people, you know, like they're not genuine, and they come at you kind of prima donna, like they're bigger than who they are and everything. Like he was really like, "Nah, man, you know what?" Like he gave me his number. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't his manager or anything like that, and we just been connected from there and building from there. And you know, like I really wanted to have this conversation, you know, and like he hit me earlier this week and was like, "Nah, man, we got to go ahead and lock in, let's get this done." And then we pull up, whole time this man has two businesses, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't even know he owned these spots, and I'll be pulling up through here all the time, you know what I'm saying. And like I really just want to start from the beginning. Like, where you from?
Man, you know, 8800 block, man. You know, 8800 block, man. It's right there as soon as you get off of Upper Riverdale Road. 8800 block runs all the way down to what they used to call the Seasons apartments. They used to call it the Seasons.
Yeah.
So, you know, Walker used to live out there in the front, him and his mom. We stay in the back side. And back then, you know, we didn't kind of get along back then. We was young, so,
yeah, man, 8800 block, man. Shout out to my boy Big P, Pistol P, man. He the one who told me about 8800 block, 1100 block.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? This is our freshman year of college. You know what I'm saying? And so when'd you get in the game?
You know, I've been in. You know, I can say I've been in the game since day one. You know, if you want.
Yeah.
You know, cause the streets really. We was out here in the streets. You know, we really ain't. We was never on the way. I was really always supporting my brothers rapping like D-Day, Free D-Day, D-Day Be Home Soon, and Smeezy, you know, and most of the people who would be around me, you know what I'm saying, but mainly, you know, I would be the supporter, you know, but I've been doing music for a while, like I used to play the drums and everything, like, I've been loving music, like I love all type of music, so
and you mentioned some well-known people from the South Side, especially from our time. You know what I'm saying? D-Day, Shmeezy. It's like, what was it like coming up on 8800 block, man? Because I'm from Retro. You know what I'm saying? It was a little chill over here, a little chill.
Man, you know how it is. You know down that way. You know you know how it was. We was the ones who came outside and handle the business.
Yeah.
You know, so like we was always. You know, it was survival of the fittest. I mean, we shared burgers, we did everything. We come from them for real. So, you know, at that handle block, I ain't had no older brothers to give us, you know, opportunities. You know, we had to figure it out. You know, if it came to whatever we had to do, taking whatever, you know, we did whatever we had to do. So, plus we had a lot of. It's kind of like it is in LA. You know, kind of like with Hit Squad, shout out to Hit Squad. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the South Side too.
Yes.
Love now, but we had a lot of rivalry times with them, and it's kind of like Riverdale Road, College Park, right up the street down there. You can't hardly go nowhere without running to. So we was kind of in a, it was like it would be an everyday. You never know. It's like it might go down. Throw hands. It might go down. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and before we started, man, we talked about 04, and like that's when the Southside really started jumping. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when niggas was really outside, and that's when you got Hit Squad. That's when you got Southside Mafia, and it was a lot that was happening. And like Southside was really active. You know what I'm saying? And like even if you wasn't in the streets, if you was a sidewalk nigga like me, You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
still saw a lot.
Exactly.
You know, and like that was back in the days where niggas was saying take that shit to the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
And when that shit went down in the parking lot,
Yeah, that's how that went.
It would go down. Like,
and that was back then when Crime Mall had the song "I Shot the Crime Mall" by them.
Yeah,
that was a great time.
Yeah,
when that Never Give Up came out. You know what I'm saying?
It was high energy music in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was still crunk music time. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Diamond too. She hit me up, man. Was saying, but yeah, Crime Mall. That was when that thing was going on.
Yeah.
And we had that fuck look, boy, like back then, we was fucking 16 years old, 17 years old. We go to the club to fight, man.
Yeah.
We go to the club to go fucking fight, pay to get in there to fight. Like.
And we right across the street from Skate Zone, and I remember like my junior year of high school. It was a big party. DJ Ace threw the party, and it was nothing but niggas from Morrow and everybody from Riverdale up in that bitch.
Yep.
I get in the party, I go straight to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? We standing in line. I'm in there 2 minutes and I see blood and sink. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing but fighting. You know what I'm saying? The whole night, but that just was the times. You know what I'm saying? But that was actually
that was at a club I think called the Rusty Rooster. Like,
oh yeah, right up the street, right down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Niggas got hit in the face with belts. You remember niggas had the name belts? You know what I'm saying? I remember that party. Like niggas was swinging that shit.
Yeah, he was there for sure. He ain't capping either. That ain't no kids.
Yeah, man. And then unfortunately, things upgraded. You know what I'm saying, in the streets for a lot of people. Yeah. And in the course of 2 years, 2-3 years, like there was a lot of people that you went to school with, a lot of people that you just knew from your neighborhood, or you knew through a friend or whatever.
Right.
People started dying, people started going to prison.
Yeah.
And it was just a wild time, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, it was definitely a wild time.
And then it's just like things change for a lot of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when people kind of like when things is destined for certain things, it's kind of like people don't make it on that next phase. But I can't say rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers from the South. Slim Duckin, Max, D-Rock, Mike Jordan, like even anybody who the squad lost, my condolences. You know what I'm saying? All us to that tragic times that we was going in. But I just look at it like, we thankful that where we at today, and it's like you look at it like D-They'll be home soon this year after 15 years.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So
that's really happening.
Yeah, that's happening.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm announcing that's happening for real. So
that's what's happening, man. And the thing is, as much was happening, we was making our name in the culture. You know what I'm saying? We was making our name in the culture as far as the Atlanta music scene. Because a lot came out from the South Side in our generation, you know what I'm saying? From you to Waka to Slim Duncan, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? To the whole 808 Mafia, you know what I'm saying? To Michael Montana, to Perez Deshawn, you know what I'm saying? Southside the producer, you know what I'm saying? Me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people like that came from our time, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah.
TM, shout out to TM. Yeah, we actually got a lot of legends that, including us, that we came from this side and made it out of that phase, you know what I'm saying? So
I went in that phase. I was on the sidewalk. I saw the shit. I used to see the shit. I was never there because I knew the motto for Southside Mafia. You hit me, we hit you. That was the motto for real. So I was always just watching.
And, just making it out of there, I just appreciate, and as you can see my growth, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't always the understanding person back then. We was everybody grow, everybody levitate and grow. So I can't say that a lot of situations, only thing we doing, and I preach to my guys now, is making them right. So make whatever we can from back then right, and let's continue to something great. You know what I'm saying?
So what was that switch for you?
You say that again.
What was that switch for you? Like when did that light come on for you and you said, I'm gonna go this way?
When I had my son, like my first one.
Wow.
Yeah. He's 9 years old. His name Roger. When I had him, I matured a lot. And then, rest in peace, mom. I lost my mom, but my mom, I was taking care of my mom full time.
Yeah.
So I had to make a lot of the necessary, basically the wisest decisions, the wisest choices that was necessary for everybody. Because, you know, like, you gotta think for more than just you. So, like, you know, you're like, hey, if I fuck up, everybody fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, especially as being the, you know, chosen person, like, it'd be a gift and a curse.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, and I'm kind of trying to deal with that a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the family dynamic changes over the years. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like, I just recently went through a death in my family. You know, and
sorry about that.
Yeah, and it's just like having a conversation with one of my cousins. It's like, you know, we losing pivotal people, but it's like, you know, not losing them. It's just that new people got to step up. You know what I'm saying? And that happens especially for us as black men. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it happens too soon. You know what I'm saying? You know, like before
it's time.
Yeah.
Nah, and I understand, because I feel like that. I totally feel that same way about my mom's. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Things happen. Sometimes that's why you have to be obedient to signs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I had good talks with her before she went, but understanding through it, you know, made me understand, like, yeah, you know, and that's like the words say, not to be on some biblical, you know, church shit, but, you know, once the man died before his time, it can happen. You press that button if you just, because it's free will. That's like the worst thing God could have gave man, like free will. Because you can make a decision to do some shit, and it's like, all right, but it's on you. It's like the worst thing ever. Like,
absolutely. So when did you begin to start taking the music game serious?
You know what? You know, when I start making money, you know, going to the club and, you know, spending these motherfucking bank rolls and shit, man, that got it. You know, when I first made my first 100,000 to a first meal to a first 2 million, you know what I'm saying? It just all started there, because, you know, you gotta get it out your system.
Yeah.
Gonna make them.
So what year did you start making money off music?
When I had this song, me and Thug had a song called "Who Is You." Back when Stoner was out. You remember that? We had that song we were playing a lot. In that record, I was starting to make, like, getting feature money. Like, I getting paid like $3,500.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? $5,000. All that shit for real. Boy, I can goddamn.
Yeah.
If I keep going, I can get my shit right. Like, but, you know, I just learning and developing the business mindset. It's like most people just look at the music like the music is it. You do have to have the talent, but it's the music business. So it's good to learn the business first, so you know how to, you know what I'm saying, structure everything.
Big facts.
Yeah.
So what was one of the major things that you learned business-wise that helped you?
Self-discipline, don't be in a rush to do nothing, and be consistent.
Be consistent.
Stand for something, don't fall for anything. You know, and that's just be very strategic and every day challenge yourself. You know, like, it's kind of like going to the gym. You know, we back in that gym space heavy. We challenge ourselves daily. Like, we meet up, we do it together. Like, anybody on my team call them, hey, we back in here. Like, what we doing? You know, down to, you know, then with the type of money that we making now, you know, on just the levels, you know, you got to be up and have discipline. You know, you cannot not have self-discipline, because you'll end up making a wrong decision in the business deal off of emotion. And it may not even need to be the decision that you may need to make. So you'll mess it up in the relationship because of how you feel. But the self-discipline to be like, nah, how I feel is second. It don't really need to happen. You know?
Okay, so as an artist, do you prefer independent or major?
I mean, major, man. Independent, major. No, but yeah, man, shit, I'm a millionaire, you know, so I really like, they gotta give me what I'm already, you know, doing. I mean, but it's business. You know, this is one thing. You know, I have many, so, you know, But I love music. That shit made me happy, man. You know, Al Green, my first cousin too. So like that's music running my family. My mom was a gospel singer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna put a record out. One of the records that she did, I recorded her. But yeah, So like music is we definitely gonna do big things on the major side. I just want to make sure that we partner with the right venture, which right now we have a partnership with Equity Distribution, Rock Nation, and Earl Carter. So Rafe Talk, you know, it's really Rafe Talk to be empowered through the partnership. So yeah, we definitely are waiting on that next big major partnership that makes sense. But for right now, we husky with it. We ain't rushing.
Okay, I feel that.
You know, shit. You know, But times two right now is the emerging record, so we really just kind of pressing the button on that record.
Yeah, times 2 out right now, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out that video, go stream the record, all of that, because it's out right now. I had to make sure I watched the video.
And see, we get thirsty, we got our own water. This shit is in stores right now. Don't be a hater. pH balance, 0.8 pH balance. Straight top water. You know what I'm saying? Kid 808 got his, super producer.
Man got his own water.
Producer.
Hydrate your life.
Yeah, man, hydrate yourself. pH balanced water. You know, there's other great waters, but this is great. And you can try it. It's going to be in all Quick Trips, Walmarts, everywhere soon. But right now, Chevron mobile gas stations. You know, let's get it.
So how'd you get into the water game?
Spring water, man. My guy Brian over there at Spring Water, Alexa Spring Water, he hit me up like a couple years ago. He was just like, hey man, you know, you doing so much, you making all this money, you know, how about you have your own water? And I'm like, you right. It's a good product to sell, you know, because it's like product. Everything is product, you know what I mean? Whatever you're doing, even like down to the music, like product sales, product is branding. So I was like, you know what, that's a good product to have. It's something that's people always in need, you know. So they linked me and gave me actually a huge deal with them. So you know, we'll be supplying with them for like a lifetime thing, man. And we actually looking to get other businesses, they new brands. So if you wanna do your own spring water, man.
What you mean water? What you talking about? Have your skin clear as a bitch.
Yes.
What you talking about? But you know what you should do? You should link with Riverdale High and Middle, and
I think we need to make that happen.
Yeah,
me and you gonna make that
and
happen.
have them sell this at the concession stands at the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This right here. Why not? All the kids walking around with this shit at the game. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing they selling is that Dasani. Ain't nobody drinking that Dasani shit anyway. Yeah, bro. Shit, what you mean? Better Boo label right here. Rave Top Water. I really should. We should make that. We should make that happen.
We're gonna work on that for the South.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that we're gonna do. You heard it right here.
Yeah. So take me back. What was it like when you touched your first 100,000?
Right now it's crazy. 100,000 ain't so much of nothing, man. It's been a long time ago since, you know, I can say like this, 100,000, you know, I thought I was doing something, but I realized it after I lost that motherfucker, and then I'm like, damn, you know, I thought that was some money, so I learned how to design systems, and that's what I do for myself and other high-end entrepreneurs that need systems for their companies to know how to produce. So I always have been a fan of doing that, so I learned how to develop different systems to make, like I can, you know, develop something to make a meal, 6 figures a week, a month, you know.
Oh, nice. I ain't touched 100,000 yet, man. So like when you first got the 100,000, like was you just like, yo, I'm finna go buy some shit, or like you like, yo,
oh hell yeah, I'm gonna keep real. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I was just like, I knew after I went to go buying, and then that shit started going down. Like, man, this ain't enough. I gotta go get some more.
So what you buy with the first 100,000? What you buy?
Man, be honest. You know what I'm saying? I went and bought some jewelry. You know what I'm saying? And then
gotta get the jewels. Gotta get the shot.
I went and bought some jewelry. Of course, I was always an organized person. Of course, I'm paying my bills and shit first. Take care of mom, make sure she good. And after that, you know, doing whatever I got to do with the rent going to get, you know, whatever I need to do to get, you know what I'm saying? Redo what I need to do, you know, because we've been hustling forever. So, you know, that was always it. But to know how to make more, you got to lose that, like, or even run out of that, or either have the assets from that, because paper ain't valuable like that. If it's sit, the more the money sit, it's no good.
Fact.
Because it got a clock on it. Yeah.
They got a clock on it. Yeah. Break that down. What you mean by that?
I mean, you know, when money hits your account, you know, you got rent first of the month, you got your mortgage or phone bill, you got kids, you got expenses. So the money gonna start to depreciate because you gotta pay for your expenses. That's one way. They're gonna eat it up. So that shit just gonna go down. It's like water, you know.
Wow. Money got a clock on it. I like that.
Yeah, all dollars got a clock on it. So it's like when you get it, it's instantly got to go to, you know, going to put your money into paying all your business. It's like the Millionaires 2020 budget. You put yourself on 80%, 75 to 80% need to go back into investing or business. and that other 25 to 30% or whatever you decide to do, I wouldn't go for 30%.
Yeah.
That's your lifestyle. That's if you got a girl, wife, kids, whatever. Yeah, that's what you make it happen with.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I have yet to touch the 100,000, but like one thing I realized is that, you know, like, regardless of what the situation is, eventually niggas got to realize you just got to make more money. You got to figure out a way to make more money. But if you putting in that work, you get options, and as you get options, you can have more opportunities to get you some bread. You have new ways to get you some bread.
Right, because they feel like they always like, if you lose some money, you ain't making it back. You just making more money.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I gotta make this money back. You're not making it back. You just gotta make more money. This shit is already gone. So learning to spend money and how to spend money, and then don't let it stick to your pocket. Get that shit up out of here. You gotta spend it. Because if you just holding it, trying to hold on to it, you know what I mean? You put yourself in a situation where you don't know how to make a decision.
I don't know. But that's the thing, because I think, like, one thing, like, we all handle money differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, I low key. Like, of course, everybody got bank accounts, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But then, you know, you gotta have that little stash somewhere, you know what I'm saying, just the way, you know, you can just get to it, you know what I'm saying, you can reach and touch it, just like that.
But that's where credit kick in that, because credit is the best sitting money. So you gotta balance it out with your credit, personal credit, business credit. So that's your sitting money, you know. Shit like, you know, you got. That's how you be able to have shit like this, you know, golds and Amexes and black cards and all this shit, because that's how you balance your shit out, so you can be able to. It's like a net spin, you know. I got a black card here. That's I can unlimit. I can spend whatever I want to spend on my gold card, a black card, and I can really, you know what I'm saying, and pay it back out of the cash, because the cash. So I rather get the pay history for that line of credit versus the cash. Like, we just go back to that. The cash just, that stash sitting, they just ain't worth nothing.
Absolutely.
That shit depreciate over the time. It just never stop. You know what I'm saying?
So you bounce back from running through the 100,000, and then you touch $500,000, $1 million.
No, after that 100, I made like I ran up like 800, like almost an M. And then after that,
how long did it take you to get to that M though? Like, run up that M?
About 6 months.
After running through the 100.
Yeah, I had lost. I had ran. I ain't gonna lie. I had like 15,000, 20,000. I ain't know what.
So you was able to run up $1 million in 6 months.
Yep.
Okay, most niggas can't do that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of shit you talk about right now. Of course, it's the perfect plan. You know what I'm saying? It made perfect sense. But just like being able to take 80% or 70% of what you making and put it back into investing and saving,
new businesses,
new businesses, and just living off the 30%. Most niggas can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your lady, she want to go out. You know what I'm saying? You want to treat yourself. You got kids. You know what I'm saying? Life be life, and money come up. You know what I'm saying? Like life be life. You know what I'm saying? And you getting up to go to work, and then next thing you know, your car done broke down, and you got a whole $1,500 bill that you can't even afford. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Most niggas, like, if they car break down on them, they gonna be in debt for at least a year and a half.
What I would say is, you know, if a person don't have nothing, the first thing, because what I'm saying could sound like more easy to say than done. But of course, I've already got into places where I master how to do those systems and know how to develop that. But if they could just start 2 or 3 things that make them 4 figures a week, I don't care if it's 3 figures a week.
That's a lot for niggas. That's a lot for niggas, man.
3 figures a week. What about? I mean, $1,000.
$1,000. Hey,
3 different things that make them $1,000 a week. That's $3,000 a week. That's you know what I'm saying? They making almost.
It's hard to find that one thing that can get you $1,000 a week for most niggas.
They making $12,000 a month if they do that.
Yeah,
that's automatically starting them to making 6 figures a year. Once they master that, do something else to make those little small streams of income. And it's not really the big amount; it's how many times. That's how, you know, how many times can you make, you know, $1,000?
But that's a lot from nothing. That's a lot when you ain't got nothing.
You know, and it is, but it's doable, because
yeah, absolutely,
it's definitely doable.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell me, what was that feeling like when you touched that first meal?
Of course, I felt like I was richer than everybody. Shit, you know. But like I said, it don't take but one trip. You go to Vegas. We went to Vegas. You go out there in Vegas, boy. All that rich shit, man. Listen, them people out there having real paper out there, man. I'm talking about billionaire, trillionaires out
So
there.
you went to Vegas and you know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, man.
Went to the Bellagio, you know
like
what I'm saying?
30,000 in like 3 days.
Damn.
Yeah,
oh, so you was in like the Lost, the Villas.
We stayed at Palazzo. I stayed at the Win. I hit the Win. We stayed at the Win the first night. I hit on the machine. I got a little something I pulled out, like made like 8-9 bands.
Yeah.
Pulled that little money out. My brother hit too. We kind of got hip to the Vegas scene, gambling a little bit, but just loving it. It was beautiful though. I love it. Like, but 3 days, like nigga ain't trying to stay in Vegas no more than 3 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Ain't shit to do out there.
Yeah, like ain't never doing but playing.
Fuck your money up.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, in 3 days, spent like 30 racks, man. 10 racks a day out there.
But you made memories though.
Yeah, made some good memories. A lot of knowing that there's way more out here, and it gave me motivation. So that's why I think.
Okay. Yeah, I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, it gave me motivation. So it gave me motivation so that I could reset. When you come back, you take that motivation back. You go reset, and now you amplify a lot of the stuff that you want to do because you know, like, man, there's shit out here. Like these folks, you know all that fake ass rich shit, man. Listen, you go to Vegas, that shit gonna make you say, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Unless you really got it, like, but.
So when you came back home, it was just back to the grind.
Yeah, it was back to the grind then, man. It was back to, I was like, man, I gotta find ways to make some more millions, cause I'm out there. I done spent 30 racks in goddamn 3 days. I'm like, shit,
you can run through this shit quick.
Yeah, you can run. I'm like, shit, this shit ain't really nothing. Like, I'm going down now, just not doing nothing. Thinking about it after I'm in there, cause I'm like, I'm in Vegas. I spent man on that. We go shopping, cause they gonna treat it, so that ain't even count. The shopping, the 30 rack was just on the lifestyle of Vegas. That shit wasn't even count. We went to the Burberry store and they're buying 1-on-1 bottles and shit, loot absolute. Then everything high in Vegas.
Yeah, that down transport.
I got a Phantom.
The tax.
I got a Phantom.
Tourist tax.
Yeah, tourist tax. I got a Phantom out there. Got it delivered to the room. What was that night? Or the second day when they bought the car? We was at the Win. No, we was at the Palazzo.
Yeah, that was the Palazzo.
The Palazzo.
So you ordered the Wraith?
Yeah, they brought it to me and everything. I got footage of everything. Like, brought it to me, came downstairs, brought me the keys. You know what I mean? And realized, and then I had a Sprinter come pick me up because it's my guy. He was a DJ from out of North Carolina, he was doing what he was doing with me out there on some business stuff. So, for the most part, when we did do that, when they came out there with it, I was just kind of like, like a Wraith. I mean, the Wraith got. No, it was actually I bought that Ghost. It was a Ghost. It was a Ghost. It was a black and gray Ghost with the black hood. That's the one I had in the video with me and Tizzle, shot Tizzle, and in the On Everything video.
Okay.
It's on YouTube right now. I was in Vegas actually when I bought that car. Yeah, man, bought that car, did that shit, man.
So what was it like when you brought the Wraith back here? You know what I'm saying? You riding in the Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was the Ghost.
On 8800 block. Like, did you feel something change within you? You know what I'm saying? Getting money. You know what I'm saying? You got new experiences.
I got back here and realized I ain't had no money like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? $500,000, a couple $100,000. You know what I mean? You realize like shit. $500,000. I ain't even got an M no more.
Yeah, facts.
And I got this car. I got this shit. I got some shit I wanted. I got some more. I still got a little paper, but what am I gonna do to make this multiply? So I instantly went back to like, I gotta spend some money to go make money. Like, this my older brother here tell you, like, I always been. Well, I'm like, we gotta make some. You know what I'm saying? So I went back to the table, like, we just and start a new business. And that's why we have an exotic car rental company. We have a semi truck company, 18 wheelers, King of Miles. We got real estate. I got my real estate license. So I do commercial real estate.
Okay.
I'm the vice president of Big Mortgage, Liberty Bank. Do my residential home side. So that's like a preferred lender over there. Shout out to Alex Beadle. The Liberty Bank just opened up in Alpharetta, that location over there. Yeah, man. So like, just all those different. Those are like some of my baby businesses that. But I have 15 companies though.
So you've always been business minded.
Yeah.
So like as a jit, you know what I'm saying? You know, like you out there, you doing your thing. Was you always thinking about I'm gonna own a business? I don't know what it is yet. You know what I'm saying? Like was you always thinking about being an entrepreneur?
Well, it's crazy. I mean, when I was like 15, 16, I had a job. I got a job at Checkers.
Okay.
Right there on
Tara?
Yeah, right there. The one over there by
the Goodwill?
Over there by what you know where Lamar car shop used to be at?
Yeah.
Right there where they used to have on cars out there. But it was right there. Anyway, that Checkers right there on when you cross over 138.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Man, I went up there. I worked that motherfucker for like 2 days, man. I go back there and Shouted tell me I'm doing something with the little meat or something there, and Shouted tell me about doing something in the back of the restaurant. So when he tell me in like a pleasant way. So like I looked at Shouted like. He talking to me like that, so I went and kind of did it, but I'm like, man, it might not be for me like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do the right thing. You feel me? Like, you already get in trouble and they're saying doing a lot of stuff and trying to stay out. Yeah. So I tried it another day. He came in up with that shit the other day, man. I left out of there, man. Yeah. Fuck that shit. Yeah. Left out of there, man. Then I did that one more time at Hardee's when I was 18. Them motherfucker gonna put me on the register. I'm like. You know, that shit be confusing as fuck anyway. You be in there like
because of their attitude.
Yeah, man. And then like people like them older people at Hardee's in the morning about their breakfast, them biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits, yeah.
Like that shit there, like you know what I'm saying? So that's really you know what I'm saying? So nigga I'm on the register, them folk like I tell him I'm like, man, you put me on the register my first day. Like I don't know what the hell to do in here, man.
Man, I ain't never do the
they on there ordering shit. I don't even know where it said. I ain't even know Hardee's had that shit. But
yeah, man.
I did that shit for a week. And after that, man, I ain't never had a job. Man, I ain't never had a job in my life, man.
Damn, that's what's up.
After that, I said, you know what? Working ain't for me, cause ain't nobody for me talking to me crazy. I ain't trying to spaz out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I ain't gonna lie. Ever since then, I ain't never had no job.
Man, so you got into the exotic car business. Like, how do you do that? Like how does somebody be able to build a fleet of exotics? You know what I'm saying? Lambos and Phantoms.
Right. It business credit. You know what I'm saying? Business credit. Get your pay history right. Get your lenders. I'm a lender and I deal with different lenders myself. You know what I'm saying? That's another way I learned how to turn money as lending money. But just as being a lender, you know, you just gotta have your pay history good with being in that space.
Yeah.
And as long as you pay your stuff on time,
they give you more.
Yeah. Like even with my fleets, like my brother, he deal with a lot of finance managers at different dealerships, like them Hellcats and stuff like that. So like they give us a floor plan. Like we may go get some, pay some money for some, and then they'll give us 20 cars because they know that we gonna have the revenue coming in to kind of you know. So they'll come in and redo.
So y'all the reason why every nigga in Atlanta got SRTs and Hellcats and shit like that, Track Hawks, all that shit.
It is what it is, you know. White glove source.
Man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Man. Somebody gotta get that. Somebody gotta get the money. Yeah. Might as well be you.
For sure, 100%.
I mean, so you have what, 15 companies?
Yeah, 15 companies. 7 trucking companies, real estate brokerage companies. We got an insurance company, the label. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, we run them every week.
So you have all of this going on. Why do music?
I mean, music is just me. It just like times 2, it happened. It was my time. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's the time that you can't predict timing when that shit happens. It's happening. So, and I love it. It's like the car. You know, this is the car to the all the businesses. I mean, I'm a successful businessman. Shit, I was being sued one time because at first I was like, boy, everybody want to sue me. I'm like, man, this shit. You don't even want to be the promotional business, so I start white gloving a lot of my businesses that where people would know I own them.
Oh yeah,
I actually own them because you know when people know you got money and dress the way you dress, wear jewelry and shit like that, they want to try to sue your ass for no reason. Like you fart wrong in they shit, but they finna sue you. Like motherfucker, but it just like that. Right, so it's like motherfuckers just gotta be careful with that. Learn how to move and still be, you know, a ghost at the same time.
So what's it like being sued, man? Because I'm the type of nigga, I don't have patience. I don't have the patience to be sued. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's over some bullshit. You know, it's like if you know some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll slap you and then goddamn, I'm gonna get sued again. You know, I'm slap you and the attorney. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's like, it gets to where, you know, it's like you ain't gonna make everybody happy on your road to success. Especially, you know, nothing's 100%. You know, I can say, you know, 90% of my people is happy. That one time that happened, they try to slander me and everything. They try to be funny, you know what I'm saying, about it, and try to put lying things up about me, my family, all type of stuff. Because of the past history we just talked about, all that, you know, and try to make that my current space. So I can say, yeah, it's something that you got to have a lot of patience with. Like, you cannot be, you know, you got to understand it and keep it, as long as you got your shit together, because I beat that. I beat it, and I still gave them their money. They wanted to try to get more money. I was willing to give them what they was asking for, which is what they money back, like a refund. When you go to the store and nobody want to do business, or you want your refund, they wanted a refund, plus they felt like they owed interest, so they tried to, So
back to the music. Who were some artists that you grew up on that you were just zoned in on all the time back in the day?
Shit, it's crazy that I'm even shot a real proud of even doing some business with like whole family like that, but Hove, you know, 8 Ball, MJG, I got a song 8 Ball though.
A word?
Yeah.
Nice.
8 Ball, shit, Bone Thugs, just Bone Thugs, shit, Biggie, of course Pop, can't not mention Pop, but I like the Sade.
Okay.
A lot of old school music like Sam Cooke, Al Green, you know, Bobby Womack. Like, I like the old school music. Cause my parents was older, like, then I'm the baby of the family, so like, shit, I listen to all the older, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you had that catalog for real growing up.
Yeah, I had a real catalog, like, you know what I'm saying, listening to the greats. Yeah, man. Of course, Wayne too, man. Shout out, you know, Cash Money. That's like,
and Wayne was during our time too, man. So like, we really got to see the best from Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of kids will never understand what mixtape Weezy was. You know what I'm saying? Mixtape Weezy was an experience. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy we get on that subject. I want to, in the comments below, y'all let me know if y'all want to see Wayne on a remix of Time 2.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because Wayne been skating on everything. You know what I'm saying? So we can do that. Definitely. So I'm gonna give you a deeper question though. Was there ever a song that made you cry? And if so, what song was that? What record is that?
I ain't gonna say I got one of them.
So you ain't never cried to like Nan song?
Michael Jackson, I love Michael Jackson too though. Michael Jackson one.
What, You Not Alone or something like that?
I mean, I ain't gonna say I cried to no song. I can't say that one yet. I don't know. Not to no song. You cried to no song, bro.
Hey man, y'all ain't never had no song that just made y'all drop some tears, man. What y'all talking about? Like, I'm not the only nigga in here that's in touch with his emotional side when it comes to music, man.
She talking about a breakup or something.
If it was a breakup, if it was a breakup like my first
not just any record, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just listening to it and like that shit just touched you because like you felt it.
Yeah, man. It gotta be man, you know, unless it was that first breakup when you like, you don't know what love is, and you're like, oh man, Shawty broke my heart.
It ain't even gotta be no breakup. It could just be some real life shit. Like for me, it's Big Crit, The Vent. That was the first record I can say I cried to. You know what I'm saying? Like it just touched me just because of the things that he was saying on the record. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about music, like it has a way of touching everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only form of art that can bring everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas could be at war. You know what I'm saying? Just like we got the situation going on in Ukraine and Russia right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody throwing on Guapole Closer to My Dreams, and niggas may not shoot each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, it may not plant the landmine. Who knows?
I mean, I feel like even that, you know, like everybody just gotta, you know, it's like why strike a fire when they don't have to be struck. That's how I feel about it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, you just gotta look at situations for what they are, and adapt to whatever going on. Cause people are riding fucking bears and shit, man. Motherfuckers scared of a bear out here. There's one thing I can say, like, why you fucking with them, man? You know, like, leave them people alone. You know, and you know, my thing is, you know, you know, back to how long as, you know, we as a people we can kind of get together, man. You know, that the rest of that will fall in place, you know, shit. But we gotta keep that first foot forward though.
So what was one of your biggest moments as an artist thus far?
Biggest moments?
Yeah.
When I knew I was really rich and I didn't have to. Yeah, like when I realized what really being rich and developing wealth was. Yeah.
So, you being an entrepreneur and an artist, what has been more beneficial to you monetarily? Music or your other business?
I question my other businesses. But music, I feel like it's always beneficial because of the, that is something I feel like that does that for my fans, you know. So my fans, they love me. They continue to always ask for another album, and you know, of course, now I'm making checks. I get checks on music too now, so of course it's way different than, you know. But yeah, music, I make a lot of money. I mean, we starting out now, like, you know, I get 60 to 80 racks a show, so that's like, you know.
But see, talk about that, man, because like a lot of people do music in Atlanta. I mean, like, Atlanta is the music mecca. We know that, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta is what New York and LA was back in the 90s. That's what we are right now. And everybody's coming here to blow, everybody's coming here to network, everybody's coming here trying to make it up out of here. Everybody in Atlanta is doing music in some form or fashion, but everybody ain't making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked good on social media. It looked good, you know what I'm saying? The cat be heavy. There's the stacks, you know what I'm saying? The stacks, the weed,
but I ain't
the
got
guns.
That shit together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, everybody ain't making money off of it. You know what I'm saying?
I can say just, you know, when I first seen how to make money just off of the streaming, like when it was coming back in, and when we got the first placements, even when Kid first got his first placement, when he the last placement he did was the recent one was Lil Uzi's album. Turn On Take, the Moon Relay, he produced that one.
Okay.
And the other one
got plaques for that too, by the way.
Yes,
plaques for that.
Yes. And it hit like number 59 on the billboards. But it that learning how this come in and how the income comes in, like from the semi-annually to the quarterly income, and it teaches you how to develop it. Like I said, once again, go back to the systems, building a system around how the numbers to develop to where now, you know, we making, you know, money off music, making real cash off music. So and continually growing off of it. Plus, you know, down to, you know, dealing with the gold. You know, we do a lot of stuff in Africa. So we heavy on a lot of different stuff with Universal Africa too. We did a distribution deal. We're working on with Universal Africa for a lot of artists over there to be able to distribute through Equity too. So that's gonna be real big.
So you got your own distribution?
Yeah, we actually partnered with Equity. So we got a licensing partnership deal where we giving opportunities to other labels who that have dope music, have they priorities and budgets together so that they can spend their money in the right place and get the right benefits of having a major distribution deal like that.
Okay.
Because Equity only have like 600 artists. Like, it's not like a DistroKid, a generic place where you could just go like sign up. Like, you can't do that. Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta get selected. Over there. So what do you say to an artist, you know, who just out here just trying to get some money? They don't even know about all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get some paper off this music. You know what I'm saying? If not, I'm gonna be out here in these streets.
I'm gonna be honest. Don't let music be your only thing. Like, everybody can't. Some people can make it with it being their only thing, but what works for that person may not work for you. You know, that's just a good chance that they had. You know, and that chance may not be the same chance that how you may come in. Like how I came in. I came in as a businessman. I mean, I've been doing the music thing, but that ain't. You know, now we have a crazy hit record that's merging. That's hit at #1. It's a different story because now, when you #1, that changes your life in music. When you going platinum, we went platinum first, but now we on the way to #1. So it's like it steps to it, even at the end of the day, on every level.
So just have a realistic view.
Exactly. You said it. You said it.
And that's like the worst part about it, because I meet a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying, and some of them just don't.
I don't get it.
Yeah, they don't get it. But the thing is, I had to teach myself that at the end of the day, everybody in this game, it don't matter how big of an artist you are, or you still an upcoming artist, you know what I'm saying? Everybody started somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a real thing. Everybody started somewhere, and majority of the people that came into the game, they really did not know. They don't know. They just had to learn as they go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's some grace that I think a lot of people have to give to artists, you know what I'm saying, when they coming in the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the shit that some artists be doing be stupid as fuck.
And you know, you're right. And you know, like, we had to do it how we came. You know, we didn't have nobody to tell us like, this how you do it. Fuck with the DJ. You know, you before you start throwing money in the clubs and shit, go fuck with the DJs first. Go get with them, give them the money. Like, don't throw the money in the club and then get a DJ $50. Like, that don't make sense.
Yeah. Pay the DJ, bro. Like, God, dog. We don't want no drinks, man. Like, you need to at least throw the DJ $50.
Yeah, like, we come off top. Yeah, we gonna show Shawty love, like, instantly. Like, he really, you know, just as important, but they are important as well to you, so that they can request your record. But he's gonna make them love your record, because if he love your record first, they gonna love it second. You know.
What's happening, y'all? It's the host with the most sauce, DJ Sturgis. Listen, man, for more interviews like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be chopping it up with some of the dopest figures in the culture. And make sure you follow me on social media at DJ Sturgis. Until then, keep God first and always let your sauce drip. What you mean?